everyone, it's Jane. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Welcome back to any return viewers, and thank you for coming back. And welcome to any new viewers. I hope you enjoy what you're going to see and consider coming back and joining me for more videos. Today I'm going to swatch all my Van Diemen's ink. I had a suggestion from a viewer that they would like to see ink swatched by brand, so I thought, well, we'll do that. I unfortunately have a ton of Diemen, so I'm not going to do that, or a ton of Colorverse, because that would just take too long to do all of them, because I mean, I have a lot. But Van Diemen's, I have about 14, so I'm going to do 7 per page, and we'll have a little break in between the two of them. But I thought I'd show you the boxes real quick, and then we'll get on with the swatching, but because the boxes are kind of cool. There's an encore series, so this one is Maestro, and it's just a neat, the box itself is just really cool. The next one is Aria. I think the box is the same. It looks the same. Yeah. So Aria, then Pas de Deux, then Stage Fright, and then Standing Ovation. Then the next series I have, and I only have 2 of them, is from the Van Diemen's Professional. This one is Daybreak Dual Tone, and then this one is Riverbank Dual Tone. Then we have some Voyagers inks, and this one is, so that's the box on that, Woolaware Benalong. So that's the Voyager series. Another one of the Voyager series is, I don't know what that is, because the way that it's written, I'm not quite so sure, but something Far Traveler. Then we have an Explorer series, and this one is Dame Freya Stark. So that's the box on that one. Then we have just a singular Tiger Snake, Tassi Seasons, I guess that is. So that box was very pretty. Look at that. Very gorgeous. Then I have a, looks like, I don't know what series this is, but this is Mars. Oh, it's a Pen Chalet exclusive. I thought the box was really neat on that one. Then we have Underwater. And this is it says Australian made and owned. Oh, I guess the ink itself is, for sure. Royal Starfish. Look at the cute little jellyfish on that. So that's kind of a fun box. And then I have, I think this is the last one. And this one is Blue Jay Crown. So these are Birds of a Feather. So those are the boxes. I'm going to go ahead and unbox everything, put it out, and then we'll get to swatching. So hang on a second. And I think we're ready to go. I'm using my Pensioner 3D ink station so I don't spill anything. First ink up is Aria from the Encore series. I'm also using a Dominant Industry ink muddler, and then to write with, I'm going to use my Maverick pen nib holder, and then this is a B5 nib. I think it's a Speedball. I'm not sure. Anyway, I have a ton of nibs, and I sometimes lose track of whether it's Speedball or Browse or what. So, okay, so that is Aria. It's a very pretty light green. And we'll just put Encore series. And this is Aria. It'll be neat to see how that dries. Now, I'm not going to talk a ton, so that if you want to speed this up, you're welcome to. I'm also not going to be adding, well, maybe I will talk as I drop things. I don't know. I will try to just kind of ramble. You guys can speed it up though if you want to. Next one is, oh, I apologize. Oh man, I'm already screwing up. That's Maestro. Jeez. I laid the boxes out over here so that I knew what was what. And yeah, I already screwed up. So this is Maestro, not Aria. So let's just kind of color in Aria. I don't know why there's red. Must have that somewhere else, but Maestro, not Aria. The next one is Aria. Okay, So there's that. It's kind of a light ink. It's hard to, when you write with it, it is hard to see that Maestro color, but it's fun to play with, maybe in Pilot Parallels or something along that line. Okay, so this one is Aria. I don't believe any of these are shimmer inks of the ones that I have. I don't think any of them are. If they are, I will let you know. But so this is also Encore Series. And this one is Aria. Got that one right this time. And I'm just doing these little cross strokes just so that you get a little writing sample so you know what it's going to look like. Now this nib would be probably not, I mean, maybe it's similar to like a stub nib. So you're not going to get this kind of color out of a fine or an extra fine nib. You'll get a decent color, but you're not going to get the shading that you would see in a broader nib. Okay, so this next one is Pas de Deux. Oh, I wanted to show you this. On my other video, I showed this. On this particular ink, I don't know if there's a color, if there's, you know, this ink is changing color, or some people say ink molds. I've never had that, but this is some stuff that I'm getting on the bottom. And then also sometimes I'll get a little bit of goop in the ink itself that's just kind of floating there. Don't know if that's going to create problems if you put it in a pen or not. I've not had any problems, but also haven't used this ink a ton except for in Pilot Parallels because it is so light. I generally do not write with this ink, although I absolutely love the color of it and the changing properties of it. Because I don't remember it being this blue. I always remember it being more purple and pink. I should go back and take a look at some of my my previous swatches of this and see if it has changed. So this is Pas de Deux. And there we go. Well, maybe the color will change, but I remember it being more purple. I see some pinks coming through, but I don't remember it being a blue base ink. So maybe it is changing colors in the bottle. Okay, the next one is Stage Fright, which is a horrible thing to have if you're a musician or an actress or, you know, a speaker of any kind where you have to get up in front of people. It's not fun. Your heart starts racing. You question your decisions in life. You know, it's like, why am I up here? What am I doing? And someone rescue me. Encore Series, Stage Fright. This is a pretty color of blue, I think, and it does. I think when it comes out of a pen, it's more akin to the, you know, the darker shade of the blue. It's not as light as this is coming out when you write with an actual pen. And the last one in the Encore is Standing Ovation. I think this is kind of funny because one of my first show horses that I had, I used to show thoroughbreds, and I used to do jumping with them. But you would never show them in the hunter circuit over into their registered name. You'd always pick some kind of weird name that sounded cool. So I was like, this horse deserves a standing ovation because he's so cool. So I showed him under the name Standing Ovation. Okay, Encore Series, Standing Ovation. I think this is just a real pretty color as well. This one you definitely can see easily in a pen. Okay, so there is that one. So that's the Encore Series, and then we will do the, oops, I didn't take these out of the box yet, the Van Diemen Professional ones, the ones that are dual shade. We'll do Daybreak first. So this is Daybreak. I'm going to shake this one up just to make sure all the shading properties get, you know, the ink gets mixed in there. Okay. And I can't remember which one of these inks. I think it's this one. It looks green in the bottle. Both of them look green in the bottle. And then they come out totally different color than what you think they're going to. So this is Professional Series. I'm just going to put Professional. And this is Daybreak. I think Van Diemen's inks are just very cool. They come up with some really neat colors. They all tend to have some sort of shading property or a shimmer property. Some of them have like a sheening as well. But I've loved all their inks that I have, the 14 that I have. I really do enjoy them. I think they write really nicely. Okay, so this is River Bank. Okay, Riverbank. Probably could get 8 on this page, but I think I'm going to just stay with 7 so that we have 7 per page. Okay, Professional, Riverbank. And let's do these. So if you guys had been hit with any of these tariffs, have you been ordering overseas, and how does that all work? If any of you have experienced it, let me know. I'm just so gun shy to order anything overseas. I got my Dens pens at one point before the tariffs hit, thank goodness. And now I'm not sure if they're suspending their shipment here or they're shipping to America or not. But anyway, I don't know how that all works. So anyway, these are the wet. These are wet. So I'm going to let these dry, and then we'll go to the next page and do the next 7. And then you'll get to see what these dry like. So I'll be back as soon as they're dry. We're getting close here. Actually, let me zoom in. That might be the better way to go. Okay, so there you can see Maestro. And there is Aria. Let me turn my other light on. The sun went behind the clouds, and now we're having a little darkness here. Okay, there's Aria. So here you can see with Pas de Deux, you've got kind of some blues and purples. And I did go back and look at my swatch, and it was purple. So I think something's happening with that ink in the bottle. I don't know why. There's Stage Fright. Standing Ovation. You can see that sheening there. It's got quite a bit of sheening. Here is Daybreak. And then here is Riverbank. Some really fun colors happening with those. So it's not quite dry, so I'm going to put a little piece of paper here so that we can just kind of quick turn it there, and we're not going to get it on too much stuff over there. And let's continue on with the rest of my inks here. Okay, so we're going to do Dame Freya Stark. Oops, let me zoom back out. There we go. Yep, Dame Freya Stark. And this does have, I'm knocking stuff over. I'm glad I didn't have the lid off that. So this does have some shimmer in it. So I'm going to shake this up. I'm remembering this ink. I haven't used this one in a while, and I remember it just being really, really super pretty ink. It looks kind of a bronzy through the glass bottle, if you can see that without the glare. Okay. I should look up all these names. Here I say that to you guys as I'm putting this ink down that I didn't do my homework. Because I don't know who Dame Freya Stark is. So there's pink and bronze and gold there and all of those things. Okay. So this is the Explorer. I'm just going to put Explorer. And it is a light ink when you write with it. Unless you've got a broader nib, then you'll probably get a different color. Freya Stark. But I think that's just a lovely, lovely color. Okay, next one we have, now this one I know I don't pronounce correctly, so we'll just show it to you. That's not doing you much good, is it? Can you see that a little bit better? Maybe. Okay, and then this is the Voyager. So I'm going to assume he had a ship. He's a captain of a ship of some sort. Actually, I shouldn't assume anything. You know what they say about assuming makes an ass out of you and me. Really aging myself with that one, aren't I? Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Voyager. Okay, I'm going to have to consult the box here. I'm going to spell it wrong. Lots of letters here. Been along. Okay. I like this particular ink in a pen. It comes out, it's just really, really pretty. Just interesting colors. Okay, there's that one. And this one, the next one, is also a Voyager, and I don't know with the way they wrote that, whether that's a G-U did Far Traveler. I'm not even going to write that because I don't know if that's a G or not. And I wouldn't know how to pronounce it if it was. So I don't know. You can already see with the Benelong ink how much some color shifting going on there. I just think it's just really cool ink. Okay, so this one is also a Voyager. This one is very vibrant. And something Far Traveler. So if you're used to seeing swatching done with very persnickety people that make everything perfect and their lettering is perfect and all of that, that's not me. You know, I have a feel, oh, this one, this has some shimmer in it too, and I didn't realize it. So let me shake it up. I'll do another little swatch over here so you can maybe be able to see some shimmer in there. I guess I should have checked beforehand. Obviously, I'm not. I'm not one of those perfectly persnickety people here on YouTube that make all of their swatches perfect, and I'm just not. I'm a mess. What can I say? All right. So next one is Birds of a Feather, and it's Blue Jay. This one is really light, as I remember it, but kind of an interesting color of blue. Oops, that one should have gone over there. Gosh. Well, there she blows. Okay. Well, maybe it's not a blue at all. It's more of a purple, isn't it? I just assumed since it was Blue Jay of a feather. It's a feather Blue Jay. As you can tell, this is pretty light. And I do remember it coming out of a pen very light as well. Okay, there's that. All right, now this one is Tiger Snake. I thought this was, I watched somebody, I think it was Grace at Wildly Imaginable swatched this. Maybe it wasn't her that swatched it, but maybe it was. I just thought it was just a gorgeous ink because it goes out kind of green, but it does some weird things when it dries. So just put Tiger Snake. I like that shade of green anyway. It's a really interesting shade of green. Kind of toxic color, maybe. All right, now we've got Mars. That one's, it's a pen chalet ink. That one I can pronounce, and I know what Mars is for the most part. Planet Mars. That's a really cool color. It's reddish orange, kind of on fire in a way. I like it. This one comes out of a pen really nice as well. Okay, I'm going to put Pen Chalet. And then Mars. I'm still on camera, I hope. Okay, good. I'm sitting down today and I can't see my camera. So I'm hoping I'm on. Okay, let me look and see if this is the underwater. No, that does, Royal Starfish, and it does not have shimmer in it. So we're safe on that one. This one is like a dark purple, and I think this one has a lot of sheening in it, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't used this one in a while. Okay. Underwater. Isn't that pretty? I like it. What did I say that was? Royal Starfish. I can't even remember now. Yeah, Royal Starfish. I think I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body. That's why you guys like me though, right? I'm just kidding, because I'm just weird. There we go. Okay. So let's let that one dry. I'll come back and show it to you when it's dried. And I have also got these inks swatched on a different kind of paper. This is Tomoa River paper from Hobonichi. It's just the regular notebook from last year. So again, paper quality is not exceptional, but that's Tomoa River paper. And the other paper I decided to try to swatch on is Yu-Sari. So I will bring that back and show you when this is dry. We're close on the drying situation on the second group of inks. Let me zoom in on this one so you can take a look at that. So here is the Dame Freya Stark. That guy. Isn't that cool? I just love that ink. I think it's just the neatest thing ever. And then you've got, oh, that's just a, sorry. That I was like, is that a chrome or something? It's just a paper showing through. That is the Far Traveler. That is without the shimmer. That's with the shimmer. That's just pretty, isn't it? And then this one, the Birds of a Feather Blue Jay. Now this one I missed a word. It's Blue Jay Crown. So that's what that looks like. And then here is Tiger Snake. So isn't that neat? I mean, just the coloring of that one I just find really fascinating. Here's Mars. And then Royal Starfish. And you can tell this is going to have a ton of, it already does, has a ton of sheening in that. So what I thought I would do is show you, let me show you these inks on Yu-Sari paper, and then we'll flip this page over and show you those. Okay, so this is Tomoa River. And then this is Yu-Sari paper. And this was fun to swatch on because it's smooth. It's just very, very smooth. So here is the Dame Freya Stark. I wonder if I can try, let me try to do this side by side. There we go. So a little different. Here is that guy. And then here is the Far Traveler. You can see more shimmer on the Tomoa River than you can on the Yu-Sari. Birds of a Feather. I think that's pretty similar. Here is Tiger Snake. I think the Tiger Snake on the Tomoa River is a little bit more interesting. That's just me, though. Here's Mars. Yu-Sari paper is still a little wet. So the Tomoa River is the one that has the grid on it. If you haven't figured that out by now, the Yu-Sari is smooth, or nothing on it, plain. And there is the Royal Starfish. So that's those, that particular 7. Let's go to the first ones I laid down, which are, there we go, Maestro, and that's how Maestro looks on Yu-Sari. And then we've got Aria. And here's Pas de Deux. So yeah, there's some purples and pinks and blues coming out. Just some, I think it looks actually a little bit more interesting on the Yu-Sari paper than on Tomoa River. Here is Stage Fright. Okay, and then Standing Ovation with all that sheening. It's pretty fun. And then here is Daybreak. And last but not least, Riverbank. So I hope that was interesting for you all. Let me zoom back out again. There we go. So here is those inks. Let me see if I can put those side by side, kind of like that. Hopefully that's of interest to you. So let me know in the comments if this was good, if it sucked, you know, tell me. The next video I think I'm going to try to get going in the next week or two is then my comparison of Werengold inks. I also got some new kitty ink pot that arrived magically. I don't remember ordering it, but there it came. And then I could probably do some more Birmingham comparisons, things like that. I do have a ton of Birmingham inks too, but I got a couple new ones in. So I will be making those kind of swatching videos here soon. Let me know if there's something different you want or you want me to do it differently. Just be specific, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you next time. Have a great day. Bye.